This has been a pretty crazy series between the New York Rangers and the Florida Panthers so far in the Eastern Conference Finals. As in Game 1 there, the Rangers end up losing 3-0 to the Panthers in Game 1 at home there. You see in Games 2 and 3, the Rangers managed to pull off some overtime victories, back-to-back games there. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at some of the biggest issues and some of the biggest positives from the New York Rangers so far, as well as take a look at a couple quotes from Peter Laviolette and one of the Rangers players as well post-game from that Game 3 overtime win, as we saw Alex Wennberg get the overtime winner in that game. So starting off here, I wanted to take a look and kind of talk about the overall kind of 5-on-5 play at moments. I mean, for sure, the Rangers have definitely had their moments when they have been in control of the game and have really done a great job of kind of controlling the 5-on-5 play and putting on a ton of pressure and getting a lot of chances on the Panthers. But also at moments, the Rangers have been kind of stuck in their own zone and have had to ice the puck quite a bit. For example, in that late third period there in Game 3, the Rangers had a ton of pressure on them. The Panthers were holding the puck in their zone. They couldn't really get it out at all, so they had to keep icing it constantly, which is not a good thing at all. I mean, you can't have that happen constantly there. Bad things shouldn't happen when you keep getting stuck in your own zone and you have to keep icing it, because guys get stuck out there on the ice, they get tired, and eventually sometimes the other team ends up scoring. Obviously, that didn't happen there, which is a great thing, and a big reason for that was Igor Shesterkin. He kept making a bunch of great saves, which is fantastic, but you definitely don't want to see your team get stuck in their own zone like they did in late Game 3 there in that third period, which is definitely not an ideal situation to be in. But the overall 5-on-5 play, I think at moments, like I said, has been pretty good for the Rangers, where they have put on a lot of pressure, have had some great scoring chances, and have been able to score quite a bit at 5-on-5, as for the most part, that's where the scoring has come from so far in this series. As we've only seen one shorthanded goal by the Rangers, which is nice, but 0 power play goals. So pretty much every single goal except for one has come at 5-on-5 or even strength there, which is, nice to see. Obviously, you want to see the 5-on-5 and even strength scoring be an advantage for this team, but you also want to see the power play, which was the third best in the regular season, really kind of heat up here and hopefully start to do some more damage. So hopefully we can see some more of the power play there, because that has been one of the biggest issues with this team so far against the Panthers is, yes, we haven't gotten, maybe as many chances on the power play as the Panthers have. They've had 11, we've had 8, whatever. But the point is we are 0 for 8 on the power play, which is just not good enough. That is not good enough. You got to be better there, especially knowing that the power play is normally a pretty big strength for the Rangers. I mean, like I said, the third best in the regular season. That is not too bad at all, being top 3. And so far, they have been absolutely terrible in this third round series against the Panthers. Going 0 for 8 is just not acceptable. So hopefully that can turn around. And since I was just talking about the power play, might as well talk about the penalty kill, which has been, I would say, pretty solid so far. I mean, it hasn't been amazing, but it also hasn't been terrible either. It has gone 8 for 11 so far on 11 penalty kill opportunities for the Panthers. They've scored 3 of them, so not too bad. Their 8 for 11 is definitely not terrible for the Rangers, but definitely not amazing either, kind of like I said. So it's been solid. I think at moments it's looked all right, but for example, their first power play goal of Game 3 there, Sam Reiner was just kind of able to walk right around Keandre Miller, pop one to his backhand, and put one past Shesterkin. Maybe you want to say Igor should have had that, but either way, Foxy was also right there, and Foxy and Keandre just have to do a better job there of not allowing Sam Reiner to just kind of have a fairly easy, path towards the front of the net there to pop one to his backhand and put one past Shesterkin. The penalty kill has to do a bit of a better job there. Overall, it's been all right so far. 8 for 11 is not too bad, but on that play, for example, that I definitely think they should have done and could have done a bit better of a job. I would say just the overall kind of poor defensive play at moments. I mean, I think overall Igor Shesterkin has done a pretty good job of bailing this team out at times when they have been stuck in their own zone for, quite long periods of time at moments. I mean, the Panthers have had their time when they have put on a ton of pressure, and Igor Shesterkin has done a fantastic job of bailing this team out and making some great stops. I mean, I think this D-core has done an all right job at times, but especially when the Panthers put on their forecheck there, the defense and the forward as well have to do a better job of getting the puck, playing some better defensive hockey, and being able to make that breakout pass and clear the puck out of the zone, whether it is, being able to just kind of, chip it out there so it can go for an icing, but at least get out of the zone there and you can go for a change. Whatever it is, they have to do a better job of clearing the puck and playing some better overall defensive hockey against teams like the Panthers do have a very good forecheck and play some very physical hockey. And 2 defensemen who I would really like to see kind of take a step up in their overall game for the rest of the playoffs. Jacob Trouba, obviously, I mean, he's making $8 million. He's the captain. He's just got to play some better overall defensive hockey. He's done a decent job of creating some offense at moments, but for sure. But I think defensively, he's got to be better and definitely has to be more disciplined, as he did take 3 penalties in that Game 3 against the Florida Panthers. And the other guy is Adam Fox. I know he has been dealing with a bit of an injury lately, which is definitely an issue, but I think he just got to play a bit better. I mean, he's definitely not 100% health, but seeing him kind of take a step up and get back to his normal play would definitely be a huge boost for this team. The power play has taken a bit of a hit from what he's obviously not been able to quite do. I mean, he was a massive, massive part of the power play and why it was so successful in the regular season, obviously. I mean, he's a quarterback of that. He's got to play a bit better there, as well as defensively. At moments, he has been, nowhere near his kind of normal self at times. So hopefully he can step up his overall game and hopefully get a bit healthier down the stretch here and into potentially the Stanley Cup Finals as well. And now let's take a look here at some of the players who I think have done a very good job for the Rangers so far in these playoffs and have really been a huge factor in why this team has been able to win so many games so far in the playoffs. Starting off here with the netminder, Igor Shesterkin. No surprise here at all. He has been the Rangers' best player. He has been so good. He's got a 10-3 record, obviously, a .923 save percentage, and a 2.33 goals against average in 13 games played. He's been absolutely phenomenal. He's been amazing, and he is a huge part in why the Rangers have been so good in these playoffs so far. Another guy here is Alexis Lafreniere, who has taken a big step forward in his overall game so far in these playoffs. He's got 6 goals, 6 assists for 12 points in 13 games played, and he's done most of that at even strength as well. He has 9 even strength points. All 6 of his goals have come at even strength as well. He has been an absolutely fantastic goal scorer and overall player offensively for this team. Another guy here is Vincent Trocheck. He has been, great so far this regular season, having career highs in multiple categories, but once again in the playoffs, he has proven to be a very talented player. He's a great overall two-way guy, fantastic on the faceoffs, winning 57.5% of his faceoffs. He's got 13 games played, 7 goals, 11 assists for 18 total points. He has been absolutely fantastic. 8 points are on the power play, but still, he has been great. He's produced fantastic offensively, and him and Lafreniere have done a great job. Panarin's done pretty good as well on that line, but definitely has kind of slowed down the last little while, so hopefully he can eat up as well because Lafreniere and Trocheck have both been fantastic offensively. And the other player I really needed to talk about so far in these playoffs who has been absolutely fantastic offensively and defensively, and that is Barclay Goodrow. This guy has been an absolute monster out there for a fourth liner. He has 13 games played, 6 goals, 2 assists for 8 total points in 13 games played. He has been absolutely amazing. I mean, truly fantastic on both ends of the ice. He can play center, play wing, a good penalty killer. Can be a bit of a physical guy out there, but in general, offensively, he has been unreal. 6 goals in 13 games played so far in these playoffs. He only ended up having 4 goals in 80 games played. That is not wrong. 80 games played for 4 goals in the regular season, and he already has 6 so far these playoffs in 13 games played. He almost has a goal every other game so far these playoffs. I mean, he has been unreal offensively. He's also got 2 shorthanded goals as well. I mean, he has been truly unreal. He's got 2 game-winning goals. Barclay Goodrow has been an absolute beast out there on the fourth line, penalty kill, and has done so much offensively and defensively. And now let's take a look here at 2 quotes from the post-game win against the Florida Panthers. One from Barclay Goodrow and one from Peter Laviolette. And both these quotes were posted on X. One was from Vince Bercagliano and one was from Molly Walker. 2 very good New York Rangers reporters. So definitely go check out both them on X if you want to. But starting off here with the Barclay Goodrow quote here. He says, quote, "We have kind of a no panic mentality that is kind of relied on in those moments when we're under siege." Kind of talking about that third period there, I'd imagine. It might get ugly sometimes, but guys had to block some shots and Shesty made some huge saves. In the end, a win's a win. And I completely agree with that. That third period there and for a bit of that overtime, the Panthers definitely put on a lot of pressure there. But at the end of the day, the Rangers didn't panic. Igor played great. Guys blocked some shots. And at the end of the day, the Rangers came out on top with the overtime game winner. And now talking about the quote from Peter Laviolette, kind of talking about the same situation that Barclay Goodrow was. Laviolette says, quote, "The third was probably our toughest goal in the series so far. We were up 4-2. We were under siege. They were able to capitalize. That was by far their best period. Pretty even game going into the third." And I kind of agree with that. I think the first and second were pretty even, but that third period, especially, after they started getting that first goal and that third there to make it 4-3, that's when things kind of really fell apart there for the Rangers, and the Panthers gained all the momentum and were really able to put a lot of pressure on the Rangers and Igor. But at the end of the day, the Rangers come out with the win, and that is all that matters. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of the support you all have been showing on these videos, the last while. I mean, this channel has been growing a crazy amount, and that is all thanks to all you who like, who comment, who subscribe, who watch these videos. I truly do appreciate it. I'm a massive Rangers fan. I love watching this team play. I look at everything, the news, the updates, the prospects. I keep in touch with all that stuff. I love making videos talking about it, and I really do appreciate all the support you all show on these videos, especially as of late, because this channel has been growing, like I said, a crazy amount. I truly do appreciate all of the support. Don't forget to hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. Don't forget to subscribe for daily New York Rangers content, as I do post every single day. And also don't forget to comment down below your thoughts on this series and on that nice Game 3 overtime victory.